Hey guys, my name is Yulia. I'm from Russia and I'm happy to introduce you to my country as well as to my own city of Moscow. Today we go on with the topic of Russian slang and we'll continue discussing the kind of animals which names can be used to call a person. Last time in the first part we discussed animals that characterize people's intellectual abilities, moral characteristics and behavior. I've mentioned 20 of them. Today I'll list animals that reflect appearance and some physical abilities of a person. In the end, I'll list some kinds of animals which we use widely to appeal to somebody in a positive way. Let's start with appearance. Of course, the most popular expressions are more bad than good. But let's try to understand which are really offensive and which we may use freely. The first group of words is the biggest one, and all of them mean quite the same: big, fat, enormous. So I've listed them in order from the most innocent one to the most offensive. Слон, elephant, слон. Бегемот, hippo, бегемот. Лось, moose, лось. Слон, бегемот, and лось, although quite offensive, may also sound rather gentle. However, they are not particularly rude expressions. Very informal, yes. Боров, boar, лошадь, horse. Корова, cow. Лошадь and корова are used for females and are rather rude. Свинья, pig. Свинья. Свинья is used for both genders and means fat as well as dirty or untidy. Now let's look through the rest of the animals that reflect appearance. Again, I've listed them in order from the most positive one to the most negative one. Ласточка, swallow. Ласточка. Ласточка is used for females and has a very positive meaning, without a hint of anything negative. It may be used in the sense of sweetheart, sweetie, and just nice. Of course, it can be used in person, but still remains very informal. It's not something you would call your teacher, for example. The interesting moment is that people sometimes call their beloved cars like that. Тигрица, female tiger. Tigritsa is a smart, self-confident and independent woman, as well as a passionate, sometimes maybe cunning. It can be used both for appearance and behavior. Мышь, mouse, мышь. As you may remember, we already had мышь in our first block of words dedicated to one's behavior and intellectual abilities. In that sense, мышь meant not a bright and insignificant girl, a woman. So it had the same meaning in this block, but also in terms of appearance. Мышь is somebody plain in all the senses. Обезьяна, monkey. Обезьяна. Обезьяна is a not very attractive girl or woman. Выдра, otter. Выдра. Выдра is both not very attractive or not good behaving girl or woman. Crocodile, crocodile. Although the word itself is male, crocodile is something used also for girls to indicate an ugly one. Жаба, toad. Жаба, toad. We've already discussed жаба in the sense of a greedy and disgusting person, in case of both genders. When we talk about appearance, жаба means an ugly and not very good-looking girl or woman. Of course, it's very offensive to be used in person. We are done with the animals that indicate appearance. Now let's pass to the ones that describe a person's physical abilities. They are not really offensive and may be easily used in informal speech between close people. Черепаха, turtle. Черепаха. Черепаха is someone really slow and laid back. Морж, walrus. Морж is a person who doesn't feel cold or doesn't freeze. Крот, mole, крот. Крот is a person who doesn't see good, who has terrible eyesight, Also, it may be used in a bad sense as a betrayer. In this meaning, it's more used in films rather than in real life. As I promised in the end, there are some animals that many of us, definitely not all, use to call each other in person. Very informal as well as positive. These words are widely used within couples or between very close friends. Only girls, don't mistake please. In English it would sound like honey, sweetie or babe. Zai, zayka, zaya, forms of hair. Kiss, kisa, kisul, kotik, forms of cat. Kiss, kisa, kisul are used to call females, kotik for males. So that's it for today. If you know some other examples of animals used to call people, please share them in the comments. All the best and пока-пока!